welcome to the Shelly Studio. Well, this is it. This is the last video for my 100-day project. I've been doing landscapes on the gel plate. If you haven't seen them before, I do have a playlist in the description box below for all the videos for all 100 gel prints. So in the last video, I attempted a couple of Collagraph prints, and I figured why not keep going and give it another try. So if you didn't see it, this is a piece of cardstock with paper on top, torn into a landscape, and then I've been using just a rollerball pen, like a Bic pen, and increasing the indents. And here I'm attempting to put maybe some bushes or weeds or something at the bottom. I don't think this really works, but I try it. And yeah, I'm going to try another Collagraph print or two and see how it does. How is everyone today? I hope you're doing well. Hope today's a good day for you. I've been doing good. I'm trying to put my pages in order. Okay, so this is day 97. And this one turns out really weird. I don't know how else to explain it. So I'm putting the black on there. I'm trying to go light with the black, but I have a hard time going really light with my paint. I just do. I just always end up with too much. And this would work better if I had paper that didn't have paint on it already. See, most of it stayed behind. So I was going to try and pull it again, but I just decided I would blot out areas. Like I'm blotting out the sky to remove some of the black so that I can have a blue sky there. And some areas in my mountains. And hopefully, when this is pulled, it will look like a landscape of some sort. And it's already dry now, so there's nothing I can do. So I have these acrylic paints that were given to me. I've never opened them. And so I thought, well, why not just use them for these last landscapes? They're very runny. They're super, super runny for tube paints. And I'm used to something a little bit stiffer. But we're going to do it anyway. And actually in the print at the end, after I pull this one, you'll see some like rippling effect. That is because the paint was really runny, I think. I mean, that's my guess as to why that looks like that. But so I mixed a little bit of ultramarine with some titanium white. I do have, I think that's Viridian on, it's either Viridian or Sap Green. It looks Viridian, but it looks quite dark. So I'm not positive. It could be Sap Green. Well, I've opened the Viridian. I've opened the Sap Green too. So for this next layer, like the first mountain, I'm adding a little bit of burnt sienna to that. I feel like that's Viridian, but I could be wrong. It could be Sap Green. It's really weird that I can't tell the color. But it looks quite blue, doesn't it? It looks very blue. I do have blue on that mixing lid, so that mixed into it too. And just braying that in. And then just scraping that back so we can have another mountain. And I think this one, it's still burnt sienna and some white, and of course it's got some of that green. We'll just call it green. Mixing in there. I'm just gonna put that on there. Use my brayer to create the mountain shape, which that might be a little splodgy. I've got it thick on some edges there. So here I'm taking more of that green, mixing it with, I believe this one is burnt umber, to get a darker brown. I think I made the Viridian kind of the mother color, so it's mixing just a little bit with each layer. I don't know if I did the mother color technique on this one or not, but it's feeling like it, but I don't remember. Like it's been a couple of weeks since I finished the prints, so it's not fresh in my memory. And if you've never heard of the mother color, it's where your main focal is a certain color, and then you add that color to each of your other colors you're using, and it kind of makes it cohesive, like it brings it together. That's the theory anyway. So there, I'm putting a little bit of that on the bottom. That one's a lot brighter. Everything else has been, well, the light, the burnt sienna with some white, that's kind of light. But sorry, it didn't show the end, but there it is, pulled. See how, like, squidgy, is that a word? How squidgy and wavy it looks? That's because the paint is really wet. So I still have stuff going on there. So I just put my Collagraph cardstock thing down, hoping to lift some of that, but yeah, nothing came off. So I decided I would just make this one number 98. I'm going to add some of the colors straight on and blend it. So I've got the titanium white and ultramarine blue in the sky, and then that is a little bit of burnt sienna and some, I think it's yellow ochre, and some, that one is vermilion. Pretty sure that's vermilion. And there is burnt sienna. Oh, burnt umber, sorry. Burnt sienna is the lighter one. Burnt umber is the darker one. Then added the Viridian. I think that's Viridian. And I can't see what I put on the bottom. Because my recording is right in front of it. It's probably the sap green or some white to lighten it up. I'm not sure. So we're going to put the paper down and we're going to let this dry. I believe I let it dry. It is quite moist, so it does get some wrinkles in it. But I weigh it down, let it dry. And pull it off. There we go. Hey, what do you think? You can see the wrinkles. You need firmer paper if you're going to, you know, like cardstock or heavier weight paper if you're going to try and avoid those wrinkles, and less paint and not as wet paint on the plate. So I tried putting some of the ultramarine and the Viridian and some white on here, hoping that it will print onto my Collagraph print card thing that I created. So I'm just putting random colors on here. I think it works. I got enough paint on there. I think it works. I'm just going to brayer it out. And put that down. I can't remember if I let, I know I don't think I let it dry. I think I just pull it and it's still dark. That did not work as expected. So I have another cleanup print. I just put that down and I decide we're going to use the real stuff. A little bit heavier body paint. And we're going to try that again. It looks like I've got some from Blick. I've got some Hippie Crafter. Mostly Hippie Crafter, I think. And just the colors that I still have left in that set of paint. And we're just going to brayer that out and pull a print from that. And it's not pretty. Well, it's interesting, but I wouldn't call it pretty. I'm going to put it on there. I can't remember if I let it dry. I don't think so. No, I didn't let it dry. So there it is. Yeah, it's not pretty. So I decide I'm going to cure it and make it look better. So I'm giving it a sky blue sky. Put that on the top. Sorry, I'm putting my little paints back away. That's what that noise is. I'm sorry about the shadow in the screen. I think that's, I'm not sure what that was. Something was hanging, interfering with my camera. So I do that, and then I try to wipe back the mountain area. Just a little water and an Old Baby wipe. Doesn't really work, so I'm going to pull out some paint and we'll paint it. Keep trying though. I just pull out some titanium white by Blick. And we'll make that a snowy mountain in the background. So I had this one listed as number 100, but it's actually 99. And after watching the order I did these in, I just did a little smushing to make it look more printed and less paintbrushed. Now I'm pulling out some green. Gosh, I think I said already how hot it is here today. It's so hot. And it's 10 o'clock at night now, and I'm dying. Need to turn my fan on, but it makes noise while I record. I think my room and my office are the hottest rooms in this house. So this one gets a lot of paint because it needed a lot of help. All right, and now I'm adding some brown to that mountain in front of the green hill. I actually really like how this one turns out. I mean, it is more of a painting than a gel print, even though it has lots of layers. Mostly black, but it does have a lot of layers. And it was manipulated on the gel plate, so I'm counting it. Of course I'm counting it. I am at 99. Like, oh, what am I going to do next year? I might go back to my little collages. They were easier. Though I thought they were hard too, actually. I don't know. It's doing the same thing for 100 days. Maybe I'll have to do 100 different things. So I really like my variety. I don't know about you guys, but I really do like picking up something different every day and doing something different. I've done these 100-day projects for, is this the 4th year? Last year I did Secret Lives of Color. Year before that I did collage landscapes, and year before that I did abstract collages. So yeah, I've done them for a while. It's time to change it up, right? So I'm going to make that a lake. Kind of reminds me of Moon Lake. It's a place my family goes every other year. And I think this year is their 100, like, Moon Lake Resort's 100th anniversary. So they're having a celebration. We're going up there. Probably when this video comes out, I'll be up there. And there's no internet up there, so. But hey, if you like what you're seeing, if you have a favorite, leave me a comment. Let me know. If you have questions, let me know what they are. I'll answer them. If I can. If not, I'll Google it. Or ask a friend. There's always ask a friend, right? So I have this last piece of cleanup paper. And this is going to be number 100. Even though I wrote 99 on it. I'm just adding some details to make it look like a landscape. Because this one had some serious, it had like a big black square in the middle of it. I braided it all the way down, and now I'm wiping it all the way back off. It's really hard with the dry baby wipe, though. I have baby wipes, but they've all dried out. Of course, I've had them for quite a while, so I just keep adding water. There we've got a sky. Now I've got to do something about that weird black spot. I'm going to add a little black and create a horizon line. Didn't want it to be too stark, so I go over it again with the brayer. That really blurs it out. And I don't think you see it, but I do end up painting some brown on that black spot. I don't know if you see that. I can't remember. But yeah, that is day 100, and I have a little bonus for you. So I had that stuff on the plate, right? So I put some of the blue on there, and then I just stuck my hands in it. Let it dry, and I'm just using some craft paint, and we're gonna pull up, and was just to clean up the plate, but I actually like it. So give it a good rub. I can't remember if I leave this one to dry. I might have, because I really wanted everything to come off the plate. And it didn't all come off. And there we go. Bonus landscape with my handprints all over it. Well, that was it for the 100 days. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Thank you, 22 Club, for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it, and I hope you all have an awesome day.